everyone. So, big LEGO Mario news this week. LEGO announced the Winter 2021 wave. So I'd like to share some details on those sets and my thoughts on them. If you're waiting for my next mock, don't worry, there's one coming soon, set inside Bowser's Castle. Alright, so, starting with the biggest set, we have the Master Your Adventure Maker set. Now, at the $60 price point, when the set lists were leaked, so I know some people were hoping this was going to be another starter course with Luigi. Fortunately, not in this wave, but there's still the summer wave, which I'm sure will be even bigger. This is kind of like a creator brick box for LEGO Mario. And it has some fairly generic platforms and extra pieces to build up your own custom courses. It does have some unique stuff here. So one thing is we get two new characters, the Paracoopa, or Koopa Paratrooper, and he has a new shell piece, so that's nice to get. And then Larry, plus two generic figures we've seen before, Bomb and Goomba. Now, the most interesting thing about this set, other than the new characters, is it has this kind of steampunk looking mechanism where you can customize the function of different power-up blocks. So from the video LEGO released, it looks like what's happening is that when Mario scans the block and you put him on here and you turn the knob, press the button, the movement that it produces makes Mario change what the meaning of this block is going to be, and he shows you on his chest screen there. So they're using the accelerometer, gyro, in Mario to be able to detect the movement that the little mechanism produces. And then I assume he's gonna save the configuration for that block in his memory and apply that when you play the course. It's really a pretty cool usage of the technology, so it's neat to see them doing stuff like this. I don't know that it's that useful to me for the mocks that I make, but still it's a neat feature. Now for $60, this set does not seem like an incredible value for the amount of pieces you get in the characters. So I don't know. This one to me is probably not a buy unless it was on a pretty good discount. Next one is the Wiggler's Poison Swamp. To me, this is probably the best set of the wave. I know a lot of people are anticipating a LEGO Wiggler, and it looks pretty good. Pretty iconic character. We also get a new biome, the Poison Swamp, with purple pieces, which Mario will react to. Probably pretty similar to how he reacts to lava, I would guess. Stay there too long, he's gonna get sick or something and not be responsive for a short time. So, of course, we get Wiggler. It looks great. A little bit blocky on the face there, but very recognizable. Another Goomba, and we get the Koopa Paratrooper again, which is good, so you don't have to buy the $60 set to get him. Get him in this $40 set as well. And there's some neat little mechanisms in here. There's like this unfolding bridge for the Goomba, and then there's some sort of sliding platform as well that kind of looks like it will spin the Wiggler around because he's attached to a gear there. Some kind of interesting pieces like the 8x16 purple tiles in here. So overall, I think that this set is a pretty good value for what you get. It's actually about the same number of pieces as the $60 set, although I'm sure a bit smaller in overall weight of the parts. But yeah, I would say this one's a definite buy for me. Then going on down to $30 range, there is a new Piranha Plan Puzzling Challenge. I'm not 100% clear from what's been released so far exactly how the puzzle aspect of this works. It it looks a little bit underwhelming to me, to be honest, to just have 2 Piranhas and Spiny for $30. But you know, maybe it'll prove to be an interesting puzzle mechanism when we see how exactly that works with the different scannable tiles underneath the Piranhas. But yeah, not my favorite set of the wave. Alright, then there is the Chain Chomp Jungle Encounter. So Chomp, another very iconic figure. It's cool to get him in Lego form. I'm a little bit surprised they went with the kind of blocky looking cylindrical Chomp. I mean, he looks okay, but I thought they would go with something more spherical. Now, we also get a Bramball character here, which is pretty neat, especially because it comes with new flexible vine pieces, so I'm always excited to get new Lego foliage pieces, so that's pretty cool. But here's kind of what I thought that Lego Chomp would look more like. If you remember these Nexo sets, there was this Beastmaster's Chariot, right? So, you know, Lego has these hemisphere click hinge pieces. I was thinking that we would see a Chomp that looked kind of more along those lines, maybe a new custom piece with teeth in it, or, you know, some other way of doing it, but yeah, this one looks a little bit blocky. Okay, I you know, still expect to get this. It's only a $20 set, and it does have some cool new characters, and at least one nice new mold there, but yeah, I think Chomp could be a little bit better realized. Looks like the mechanism's kind of fun, and it'll throw Chomp off of there when Mario jumps on the board that sticks out. Alright, then we got a couple new suits. The Penguin suit and a Tanooki suit. Tanooki suit, obviously pretty anticipated, as one of the most recognizable suits that Mario can wear. One thing I was curious about right away is, does it have a molded tail? And you can see from the bottom picture there, it's just a printed tail on the back. Which, yeah, kind of understandable, but would be cool if it was molded. Penguin, yeah, he looks cute. It's a neat suit to get. For me, I've not been that into the suits. I haven't bought any yet. And probably I'll get a Tanooki suit because that's pretty iconic. But otherwise, suits don't do a whole lot for me in general. Alright, and last but not least, we get a new set of character packs. Now, I love the character packs in the first wave. So a lot of cool enemies, interesting parts in the packs. Generally one of the best sets in the wave, I would say, in terms of value. So it's great to get another one. But this time the enemies are definitely more obscure. The most recognizable one is probably the Fly Guy, which is just a shy guy with a propeller. So it's nice to get a small shy guy in a cheaper set than having to buy the $30 Boomer Bill Barrage. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know, these guys are a little bit more obscure. The crab is cool. Poison Mushroom's an interesting choice. I mean, it's not exactly an enemy per se. I don't know, I guess you could consider it an enemy, but yeah, I mean, I still think they're very neat. Here's a different view with their little landscapes, which are, you know, a nice feature. But they're not as much of like a have to have each of the different kind of enemies as the first wave was. I still expect I'll get a complete set of them, and you know, it's great to have more enemies to populate mocks with. So happy to see they made another wave of these. But it'd be interesting to see if they go any further, or if they're kind of running out of ideas for small buildable enemies, and maybe they'll go in a different direction, have a different kind of blind bag, or yeah, I don't know. Interesting to see what comes next in this series. Well, that's it for the winter wave, I mean, it's, winter wave, what do you expect, is going to be a little bit smaller. But the still a lot of nice sets, and I'm glad that we're getting a winter wave, and I'm sure we'll see even more come the summer. So let me know in the comments which sets are your favorites, which ones are you gonna buy right away, and what else do you want to see in the next wave of sets. Thanks for watching.